We're delighted to have our event partners, media friends, and guests with us as we celebrate another exciting cover story and spend the afternoon with one of the country's most beloved young stars. We have a great program lined up for you today, and we're grateful that you've taken the time to be here with us. As a reminder, if you'll be sharing content from the event on social media, please tag @CosmopolitanPH and use the hashtag CosmoMediaDay with Belle. To officially begin our event, please join me in welcoming the President and CEO of Summit Media, Howard Go, for his welcome remarks.
Welcome and thank you everyone. At Summit Media, we build enduring brands. Brands like Cosmopolitan Philippines, Preview, Spot, Smart Parenting, Pep, Spin, and Esquire Philippines. These are brands that evolve with our audience and stay ahead of the curve. Today, we are proud to celebrate our Cosmopolitan June 2026 cover star, Belle Mariano, a woman who resonates with millions of fun, fearless Filipinas because of her courage, independence, and individuality. Through her journey of finding her voice, she has inspired countless young people to get out of their comfort zone as they pursue who they aspire to be. This cover is particularly meaningful for us because it marks a first for Cosmopolitan Philippines and Summit Media. Belle is the first ever Summit cover star to be featured in our interactive out-of-home campaign at One Ayala, allowing our audience to engage with our content with Belle in an entirely new way. This initiative is also an exciting step forward for Summit Media as a whole. It reflects our commitment to remain an authority that performs, innovating across platforms and creating more engaging experiences for our audience and advertiser. We are especially proud of our out-of-home team, whose hard work and vision helped bring this new offering to life. As we continue to expand our solutions for partners, projects like this demonstrate how storytelling can move beyond traditional media and create deeper, more meaningful engagement for our audience. As we celebrate Belle and this exciting milestone for Summit Media, we thank our media partners and friends for joining us today and for helping us share stories that inspire, connect, and resonate. Finally, a huge thank you to our partners who made this event possible, BDO for co-presenting this Media Day, and Sunsilk for their incredible support. Enjoy the rest of the afternoon, everyone. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much, Howard. So as Howard mentioned, this cover marks an exciting milestone for Cosmopolitan Philippines. But beyond the innovation and platforms through which we tell our stories, at the heart of every cover is a story worth telling. To share more about this month's cover story, the editorial vision behind it, and why Belle Mariano is our June 2026 cover star, please welcome Cosmopolitan Philippines Executive Editor Ida Aldana.
Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome. Thank you for making the time to be here. We're so happy to have you here as we celebrate the June 2026 cover of Cosmo and the inspiring young woman at the heart of it, Belle Mariano. Belle started in this industry at just 9 years old, and she just turned 24 last week. So yes, before you do the math, that is 15 years of experience. But what will strike you the most about her is that she's never stopped growing into herself. In her own words in our cover story, she says, "I'm not scared now. Yes, I have fears, but right now, I have the courage to stand up for myself, to find my own independence and individuality. This doesn't necessarily have to come with just being an artist. It's me being a young adult, growing and finding my voice in this world. That kind of independence that isn't always loud, but is always deeply felt, is what has always defined the Cosmo girl. And in Belle, we found someone who lives it." This cover is also a milestone for us at Cosmopolitan Philippines and Summit Media. For the first time ever, our cover star is featured in an interactive out-of-home campaign, bringing Belle and Discover to life in a completely new way. So if you see Belle suddenly waving at you from a digital billboard on your commute home, it's not the rush hour getting to you. It's our cover bringing life to your daily routine. So take it as a sign to take a break and take a selfie. It's a great parallel of a woman stepping into her own and Cosmo right there beside her, bringing young Filipinas together across digital and physical spaces. And we couldn't have pulled off a launch this big without our teams. And I want to say a massive thank you to everyone at Summit Media who made this possible. To my coffee-fueled editorial team, and to our incredible IBM, OOH, and revenue teams who work tirelessly behind the scenes. Thank you for your creativity, your late nights, and for always pushing the boundaries of what our content can do. To our friends from the media, thank you for being here. Your presence and your storytelling help us bring these covers beyond the page, and we're truly grateful. To our partners, BDO and Sunsilk, thank you for your generous support in making this possible. And now, every cover is special, but some become milestones, not just for the person on the cover, but for the brand as well. As we've said, this marks a lot of firsts for Cosmo. And as the first ever cover star, featured in our first ever interactive out-of-home campaign, she's helped us bring Cosmo to our audience like never before. I'm so proud to introduce the face of our latest cover, a woman who truly embodies the spirit of growth and innovation. Everyone, please welcome Belle Mariano. Congratulations, Belle, on your cover. And before we talk about the cover and celebrate exciting milestones, we'd like to take a moment to celebrate you. You recently marked another year around the sun. You just turned 24. And on behalf of Cosmo and everyone here, we'd like to greet you a very happy birthday. And we've also prepared a little surprise for you together with our friends from Sunsilk. Everyone, let's wish Belle a happy birthday. Okay, who's gonna start the song? Guys, I don't know how to sing. Okay. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, happy birthday. Okay. Happy birthday to you. Okay, one more round, guys, kasi hindi makapagod. Okay, let's go. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, happy birthday. Happy birthday to you.
Thank you.
Yay, happy birthday, Belle. Okay, and speaking of surprises, again, this cover marks a very special first for Cosmo. And to celebrate this milestone and your role in helping us bring it to life, we've prepared a little something for you. So this is the screen. Okay, so let's watch it here. It's so HD, guys. Yes. Yes. Yeah, so that's a preview of our first ever interactive cover, and then everyone who passes by One Ayala and Makati can take photos with the cover, and when they ride their commute home, and then they can post with Belle. So are we gonna have Belle post? Yes. Yeah, okay. We're gonna have Belle interact with her own cover. So it's gonna be a cover section.
Anong ginawa ko na yan?
Side by side.
Look at the camera. Share that.
Okay, so that's gonna be there for the rest of the month, and all her fans can take photos with it, and of course tag Belle on Instagram. I'm sure she'd love to see you posting with her.
Okay, and then,
Okay, thank you, Belle. Now, before we proceed to the question and answer portion, we'd like to do the official photo opportunity. So can we have Belle center stage, please, for her solo photos?
Thank you. Next, Ada.
Her photo.
Ada. Aina. Here. Congrats, Cosmo.
Okay, now may we invite the Summit Media Executive Committee to join Belle for a photo op. Okay, thank you Summit Media team. Now, we'd like to invite our partners from BDO to join Belle for a photo opportunity.
These are the people. Ganda sila, yes.
Pagka nakaharang ako, ganun yung
They're here again to share their experience.
Oh my gosh, thank you pa. Hindi ko pa kasama daw. Thank you. Thank you.
Okay, thank you everyone. We now move on to the most anticipated part of today's program, the media Q&A session. So this is your opportunity to ask Belle about her Cosmo June 2026 cover story, her recent and upcoming projects, and everything in between. So to our friends from the media, if you have a question, please raise your hand and our team will bring a microphone to you. And as a reminder, we kindly ask that you identify yourself and your publication before asking your question. And with that, let's open the floor to our first question. So we have one from Kate Adahar from Random Republica.
Yes! Hi, Kate. Hello po.
Hi, Belle. Congratulations. What was your reaction when you found out that you're going to be the first celebrity to be featured in the out-of-home cover of Cosmo?
You know, parang sabi ko, natutuwa ako kasi it's very timely siya. I just recently celebrated my birthday and I think it's somehow symbolizes adulthood for me and who is Belle becoming. So it's very timely and thank you of course Cosmo for doing this. Thank you.
Actually, my second question is, yun nga, I think many of us have been stuck din sa sweet, medyo candy girl type of image mo. But what are the changes in yourself you're most proud of? Parang, what makes you a Cosmo girl now?
confidence, I would say, but confidence comes with self-awareness. As I enter adulthood, I spend more time with myself just to know my strengths and my weaknesses, and it's so beautiful to be able to do that and to share it hopefully to the world and inspire young girls too.
Thank you for my last question, Ms. Ida. Has anything changed sa profile of a Cosmo girl?
Right now, the Cosmo girl is still fun, fearless, and forward. And of course, Belle perfectly encapsulates that. And right now, we're really having our Gen Z and young millennial Filipinas reading more Cosmo online. And of course, seeing us physically during their day-to-day life. So it's still the same young Filipina, but of course now they're younger and more Gen Z. Thank you.
Okay, for our next question, I think we have one from Nikki Wang from the Manila Standard.
Thank you. Hi. First of all, Belle, congratulations. Of course, how does it feel to be the first ever Filipina to grace the interactive campaign of Cosmo?
Nakakatuwa. You know, it's my first time doing this and just talking to the media and the press here. You know, it really is a celebration, not just for me, I would say, but hopefully for every woman. I hope that this cover somehow empowers you to not be afraid to be you.
This is right there. Was it really Belle, parang when you had this idea of doing this for the very first time, had it always been Belle at the top of your head to headline this campaign?
I think it was a mix of a lot of factors. We wanted Belle, and we had this opportunity to do this, and it felt like the perfect time to do both, diba? Parang, it felt like, I don't know, to be a Cosmo girl, it felt like fate and destiny, you know, all the stars aligned that we had this campaign, and we wanted Belle on the cover, and we had this opportunity to do this. So, I think it was just a perfect fit.
That's great to know. Well, you celebrated your 24th birthday in Disneyland, Shanghai Disneyland. Why there? Does Disneyland or Disney in general hold a special core memory?
I think it's always the kid in me. It's always my dream to be able to celebrate my birthday at Disney. Hopefully next year, that's my goal, kompletuhin lahat ng Disneys. Sana magawa ko yun. Sayang ang konti lang
Nakailan
rides.
ba?
Sorry?
Nakailan Disney ka na ba?
Tatlo po? Tatlo?
So,
Ay, 4!
So yung pang fifth mo, saan mo gusto?
Sa Florida. I think it's the biggest one, no?
Yeah.
And the one in Paris. Hopefully magawa ko soon. Maybe next year. Who knows?
For my last question. 15 years of experience, sabi nga kanina, you started at the age of 9. You've literally grown in front of our eyes. But using your own lens, your own perspective, how do you think you've grown as a person and of course as an artist?
I think now, there's less fear in me to try new things. And there's less fear for me to fail. Because along the years of being in the industry, there are times na we fall, there are times that we want this road, but we can't get it because it's not meant for us. Pero I think it's so empowering just acknowledging it, that it's okay, you'll have your own time to shine. And I think throughout the years in the industry, who knows what will happen to me in 10 years, but hopefully still that I can apply the lessons I've learned the past 15 years.
Very well said. Thank you and
Thank you.
congrats. Also,
From Miss Jessica from Inquirer.
Hello po. Hello po. Congratulations, Ben. Nabanggit kanina, no, ang tagal mo na sa industry. Paano nag-change yung concept mo ng confidence and beauty throughout these years?
The pressure siguro that I put on myself, I would say, since when I was younger, syempre, na-encounter ko rin yung times na I put so much pressure on myself, the expectations that I have for myself. But by the end of the day, I'm a believer of God, and there's only one person I need to please, and it's Him. So, and also it comes with self-awareness also. The more that I am aware of my weaknesses and strength, thus comes self-confidence. And now I'm less afraid to venture to what's meant for me, to explore more and just find my voice.
Aside from women empowerment, ano yung message na gusto mo ma-extend sa mga magbabasa ng cover mo o mga
Hopefully, to inspire them, to not be afraid to be them, to inspire them to be more confident, and do not be afraid to just explore who you are and try new things too.
Congratulations again. Kay Miss Aina naman po. Paano po yung cover ni Belle nag-set ng tone sa mga susunod pa na dapat namin abangan?
Of course, the standards are so high now, di ba? We have this first ever campaign, and of course, we wanna keep living up to the level that this has set because it was the perfect, again, as I said, it's the perfect, I think she's lived up to it naman, di ba? So very, I feel like it's also like having everything aligned once again, you know, so this felt so intuitive for us that she's going through this new chapter of her career and her life, and especially with her birthday, and we have this out of home campaign, and we wanna continue making stories that align both for us as a brand, as Cosmo, for young Filipinas, and also choosing a cover star that represents the young Filipina and inspires the people.
Congratulations po. Thank you.
Hi Belle.
Hello po.
Congratulations. I love the cover. What can you say about your cover right now?
It's so fun to look at. I think it's very Belle, I would say. That's what I love about this cover. It's very aligned with who I am now and where I want to go. And just thank you to the team for having the same vision as me, and to Cosmo, of course.
What are your preparations during the shoot?
Sleep. Yeah, diba? Pag-cover shoot, kailangan beauty rest tayo. I really just enjoyed the shoot, you know. I enjoyed with my team too. It was a fun experience.
And of course, Belle breaking new ground. What does that mean to you?
Becoming Belle, becoming more of me, and exploring more of me.
Wow. Speaking of exploring, do you have any dream role or project that you still hope to pursue?
Ako, madami pa po. Ang dami ko pong hindi natatry actually. Something that I've never done, horror, suspense. My dream, bida kontra bida role. Yeah, those roles, yeah.
We're looking forward to that. Congrats, Belle.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you. For the next question is from one of our Cosmo Vibe Tribe members, Romer Magpale.
Hello po.
Hello, congrats.
Thank you.
What are your non-negotiables when getting your hair ready for a full day out?
Non-negotiables. I make sure that I wash my hair very well. Of course, in sunsilk. Yes. Ayun. And my hair, right? Also, just remove the product after siguro. Since when we do shoots, diba, to keep our hair maintained in like one place, if we do a bun or whatever, we use so much products on our head. And it's important to wash it afterwards.
Okay, for the next question, we have from Mika Ubaldo from Cosmo Vibe Tribe.
Hi Belle, congratulations. What do you love about the all-new Sunsilk?
I grew up with it kasi I grew up with Sunsilk, and they actually recently just launched their new packaging, which I love. I think it's very aesthetic. Tama, diba? So that's what I love about it. I grew up about it, and I grew up with it, and it's a brand that I always believed in. So I'm just so grateful to be able to endorse a brand that I fully support and I grew up with.
Thank you. So up next we have a question from Tin from Pet.ph.
Hi, Belle. Sabi niya 15 years, di ba? So, ano yung mga... Pagdating sa adulting, ano yung pinaka-challenge for you?
Adulting ko.
Mm.
Finding, not being afraid to face the world and finding independence. Diba? Kasi with everything that's happening now, it's so scary. But you just have to have that courage and you have to have the right people around you to encourage you to just not be afraid to go out and discover who you are. Because there's a lot of factors in this world that can influence us to who we're becoming. So it's important that we pick the right voices that we listen to.
Well, paano mo in-spoil yung sarili mo after long tiring day, yung mga shoot and tapings?
Paano ba? Spoil yung sarili ko. I take a long... Ato po, mahilig ako sa long baths. Ayun, that's how I spoil myself. I spend time with myself, pamper day, whether that's doing my nails, doing my hair, or just lying in bed the whole day, nanonood lang ng whatever sitcom. That's how I spoil myself. And super, super happy ko pag nagagawa ko yung mga yun.
Lumay ba lang, Belle? Kasi di ba parang lumabas ka dun kay Sneer?
Yes.
Sa series niya.
Yes.
Paano yung process mo? Kasi parang kayong dalawa nito, yun yung pinakamatagal na, or yung may mahabang exposure sa series.
Super saya nung set niya. Nakakatuwa. Grabe si Sneer, ha? Bongga niya talaga. I love Sneer. I worked with Sneer nung Love is Colorblind. And it felt like it was a reunion, again, of Love is Colorblind. Because our setup too was in a school. And nakakatuwa kasi I also nakita ko iba't ibang characters ni Sneer. Yung principal, tapos yung sa canteen, and then yung classmates. So, thank you, Sneer, for inviting us. Thank you.
Pero totoo daw na ginamit yung friendship card. Friendship card.
You know, Sneer is really a special person to us. And whatever is I will always be there for Sneer.
Thank you, Belle.
Thank you po.
Okay, for the next question, it's from Therese Asiocha from When in Manila.
Hi, Belle. Congrats sa first interactive OOH cover. I know you've done a lot of cover shoots, but what do you are the factors that make it so enjoyable for you? Like, is it the makeup, the outfits, the team, or the
I think during our shoot, it was a mix of everything. But I think this one really stuck to me because it's in a phase in my life that it's so memorable. You know, as I grow older, I feel like this is also a celebration of who I am becoming. And yeah, that's it.
Is there like do you dream na covers ka ba in the future? Not like the vibe of the cover, like mas elegant siya, ganyan.
Something different. Sa water. Hindi ko alam. Sa tubig. I don't know. Who knows what's gonna happen, right? I don't know. But, you know, I trust the team enough naman to know the vision of the cover. And I'm so grateful for Cosmo that we aligned, actually.
Yeah. Okay, last question for you. Just to go back to the birthday high. Any memorable experiences from doing that shoot?
Si Sneer yung nagde-direct sa amin. Yeah, nakaka-proud si Sneer that time. Yung instructions niya, it was really such a fun experience. And, ano ba yung pinaka-memorable? Yung mga behind the scenes, kasi ang daming nakakatawang eksena nga doon. Tapos yung mga reaction nila, so narinig namin yung mga giggles nila. So yun.
Thank you. And then for Ina, I know like, syempre in this industry, parang it's so hard to know where to innovate and where to like stay with what we know and we know what to do. So how do you figure that out for like mga, I guess, covers that you do or like whatever that you do sa house?
So we always go where the reader is. So wherever the Cosmo girl is, that's where you'll find us. So whether it's online, on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, TikTok, we're already there, and now we're just bringing it more realistically, like into real life, diba? So that's what we've been doing, and that's what our goal has been with not just our covers but our everyday content. So, thank you.
Okay, for the next question, it's from Lau from Lionheart TV.
Well, hi Belle. So how would you describe the version of Belle Mariano that readers will get to know in this cover?
A Belle that's more empowered, a Belle that's more, hopefully, less fearful, and who challenges herself to become a better person every day.
So in line with that, so what's one thing you've learned recently about yourself that surprised you?
Ah, you know what? When we did the whole Tayo sa Wakas journey, there was so much doubt in me that I had to face. Paano ko gagawin si Cheska? I've never experienced that type of situation, or yung pinagdaanan niya, paano ko huhugutin. Hindi ko akalain na may, that I can deliver that. Hopefully. Hindi ko akalain that I can do that type of person. You know, Cheska's very, very, such a beautiful character, such a very empowered woman. Hindi ko akalain na that I have that side. So it was such a journey, and I think discovering that I can do so much more of what I did before. Yes.
Thank you and congratulations.
Thank you.
Okay, before we head on to the next question, we'd just like to do a quick segue. So, I know we enjoyed seeing Belle's interactive cover, but we're not done just yet. So, of course, the Cosmo team couldn't resist trying it out for ourselves. So, let's take a look on the big screen. So cute, no? Okay, and of course it doesn't stop there. We also invited a few content creators from Cloud Plus who you might have seen take a picture with Belle a while ago to experience and interact with your Cosmo cover at One Ayala. So let's see how they reacted over on that screen. Okay, thank you to our Summit Media video team for bringing these videos to life, and to the Club Plus team for making these collaborations happen. Okay, now back to the Q&A. We have one from Jemima Aquino from the PEP crew.
Hi Belle, given that you have your faith intact, despite these trying times and also super busy mo, do you have a quote or a life verse in mind that keeps you going all the time?
Very simple. Let go and let God. Just is that? I think it's a verse. Ang dami ko kasing quotes na ano eh, iba-iba yung wallpaper ko sa phone ko. Let go and let God, you'll get there. Or even my Instagram bio says Matthew 19:26. It says, with God all things are possible. And those are the things that I try to apply every single day.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Okay, for the next question, it's from Belle from TFC.
Ano po, first po is the styling in our Cosmo feature was so fresh and fun. Which outfit or look from the shoot was your personal favorite?
Oh, this one actually. Feeling ko I was a ballerina. It was very, very fun, and I think it put out my elegant side, I would say. Because, ballerinas are, very graceful. So, when I did that, yun yung nalabas sa akin.
Okay, next naman po is in your recent interview po, you mentioned embracing change. Can you share a recent change in your life that taught you something valuable?
Oh, recent change in my life. I think the most recent one, when Donnie and I announced that this would be our last project for now, but also it teaches us a sense of trusting the process, and just having faith.
Last na lang po. Many fans see you as a role model for self-love and resilience. What's one personal habit or mindset that helps you stay grounded?
It's important that we know the people who influence us and the voices we listen to. And I think if there's one thing that I can advise, is choose the people you listen to. And have a solid foundation and a core. Whether that may be your mom, your family. As for me, yun yung sa akin. Always listen to them. And don't be afraid to fall. But when you fall, you remind yourself to stand back up.
Salamat po.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you. For the next question, it's from Nonjo from Pet Crew.
Hi, Belle and Miss Ida. Congratulations on the cover. And Belle, it's really good to see you. The last time I was able to work with you was in 2017 pa. So, yes.
Wow!
Our magic gives back.
Grabe!
Sobrang tinal Belle ka pa noon.
Oh my gosh!
Yeah, good to see you. So anyway, the cover talks about breaking new ground, right? So what are the other milestones that you are looking forward to achieving in the future?
Doing new roles that I've never done before, doing new projects that inspire people, and maybe, who knows, producing, that's also one thing that I want to venture. So, that.
Congratulations on the movie, yeah. Produced by Belinda Mariano.
Grabe naman.
The producers. And last question, yesterday we really had fun dun sa interactive OOH. Congratulations, Cosmo. If ever na ikaw naman yung magkakaroon ng opportunity to go side by side with any personality, sino yung dream mo maka side by side?
Si BTS po. Ang hirap po kumuha ng tickets. Sila po. So, kung pwede lang. Cosmo, pwede nyo rin po. Si Jungkook. Hi, Jungkook. Ayun po.
Thank you so much and congratulations.
Thank you po.
Okay, so does anyone else from the audience like to ask a question for either Belle or Ida?
Hello, hi Belle. I'm Frances from Pet Crew. So my question is, has stepping into this new era of artistic independence always been part of your vision for yourself, or did it just happen as you grew?
I think it's always been a part of me. Mas naging stronger lang yung love ko for artistic independence. You know, I grew up in the industry and, you know, acting and the whole music, it's all art to me, you know, and I really try to pour my heart out whenever I do something that I'm very, very passionate of. So as I grow older, mas tumatatak lang siya sa akin and I give it more importance.
And then with this new era, what are you excited for people to discover? Or maybe ikaw, ano yung excited kang ma-discover about yourself?
What I'm capable of doing or like what's there for me pa. I'm very, very excited to just know more of me, what are my strengths, who is Belle, and what can Belle bring to this world. Yes.
Thank you. And for Miss Ida, just quick question, why was Belle Mariano the right issue for this very special June cover?
Again, she has many milestones happening all at the same time. And we also had a milestone coming up. So we wanted to combine both of those things. And it turned out into this great big campaign that was the first of its kind na. But also, she's always embodied the fun, fearless Filipina that we've always championed on Cosmo. So having her start her new chapter with this cover was very serendipitous also. So.
Okay, so does anyone else have any questions for either Belle or Ida? Okay, so we will now proceed with our scheduled one-on-one interview sessions with selected media friends. So before we officially wrap up, I'd like to take a moment to acknowledge the people who made this event possible. Our sincere thanks to our CEO and President, Mr. Howard Go, our General Manager for Online Business, Ms. Christine Sandejas, our Deputy Group Publisher, Ms. Isa Santos Cuyos, our Revenue Lead, Ms. Florence Bienvenido, our integrated brand marketing team led by Jason Sarmiento, our out-of-home team led by Abby Pe Aguirre, and our tech and data team led by Kiko Balura, our purchasing team led by Mabi Garcia, and of course, our admin team led by Ms. Wilma Lopez. And of course, thank you as well to our event partners, our co-presenter BDO We Find Ways, and Sunsilk, sway your way with Sunsilk and get up to 5 times silkier hair with long-lasting fragrance all day, for helping making this Cosmopolitan Media Day possible. Thank you again for joining us today and for being part of our June 2026 Cosmopolitan cover celebration with Belle Mariano. We truly appreciate your presence and support, and we look forward to seeing you at our future events. Thank you so much. Okay, and Belle, do you have any last words to the audience?
Well, of course, BDO Sunsilk, thank you so much po to Cosmo. Thank you so much for making me your 2026, June 2026 cover. Thank you. I feel like I celebrated my birthday again with you guys today. To our press and media, thank you so much for spending your time with me. And ayun lang po, thank you. And I hope this cover continues to inspire people to not be afraid to be them.
Okay, and of course, tayo sa wakas, Belle's movie with Donnie is still showing in 100 cinemas nationwide and opening its 4th blockbuster week starting tomorrow, June 17th. It's also showing internationally in Australia and New Zealand, Middle East, United States, Canada, and Guam. And it's opening starting next week in Malaysia, Hong Kong, and Macau, and on July 21 in Taiwan. Okay, thank you guys. So